Case statement scripts. Now this lesson we will go over the statements of case where you are given options in a script to pick from. So it's like an interactive way of involving user, whether they wanted to select option A, B, C, or so forth. So in case statement, if A option is selected, do this. B is selected, do that. C is selected, do this. So these are the different options. And what exactly A or B or C is going to do? Well, it depends on what the variable you assign to them. For example, if you assign A to do to output date on the screen, it will output the date if A is selected. So now let's look at the script. I have a script right here. Always starts with the shell. The shell is bash. The next is echo, which is just printing out an empty line. Then it's going to echo, please choose one of the options below. It will print out A, as in for variable, equals display date and time. B, list file and directories. C, list users logged in. And D, check system uptime. Now this is all just a display message that's going to show up once the script is run. Then it will read all the choices. It will put all the choices in a container. Then the case statement comes in. It's going to say choices, which is this variable choices. In the container we put it all these choices, and what these choices going to do: A, it's going to run the command date. B, it's going to run the command ls. C, it's going to run the command list of users who are logged in. And D, it's going to run the command uptime. Now remember, all of these are actual commands inside of your Linux operating system. When you run it individually, it will give you the date. But this script will allow you to automate the task to pick these commands for you. So let's copy them. This is the whole script we have, and I'm gonna go into our Linux machine, which I have already logged in. I'm logged in as myself, and which directory I'm in my home directory. I'll go into my scripts directory. I believe my scripts, cd my scripts. And in that directory, I have already created some of the scripts that we learned in the previous lessons. So for this, I'm going to create a new script. I'm going to VI, and I'm going to name the file case script. You could name it anything you want. Once you are in VI mode, hit insert I, and you could just simply right click on your mouse, and it will paste everything for you. The first option is, once again, it's just the shell. It's telling you to run which shell environment. The second one is you could type in anything. This script is created by me or yourself, your name, or whatever you want to do. Second thing it's doing, by the way, empty lines in the script doesn't really matter. You could leave them empty, or you could just put a hash sign. Next thing, echo. Again, echo is just gonna throw an empty line on the screen. And as we went over the script, this is exactly what it's gonna do. And we're gonna save this file. Do ls-ltr. This is still a file. It's not a script because we have not assigned executable permissions to it. So to assign the executable permission, a plus x, to assign executable permissions to all, user, group, and others, and the name of the script is case script. Verify it has all the permission. Yes, it does. Now we're gonna run the script by / and type case script. Once you're gonna run it, you'll see it's gonna give you that please choose one of the options below. So you have the list of options right here. A, to display the date and time, is nothing but exactly the display of all those texts that I have typed after echo, which you see right here. It's everything after echo. It's nothing but an output on the screen. So now if I select A and run it, it exit out the script and it gives me the date. It runs the command date itself, as if you type date. It gives you the date, today's date, the time, and year. Let's run it again. And this time we'll pick B. Once you do B, it lists all the files or directories inside of my current directory, which is the command that you already know, which is ls. Run it again. And this time I'm going to pick D, check system uptime. And the command to check system uptime is just simply uptime. And this script will run the uptime command and will output on the screen. So this what exactly the case statement does. So the last option, if you notice, we have a star right here. What it's telling me that if any other option is picked, it's going to say echo invalid choice, so bye. So let's try to run it, and this time I'm going to pick F. Of course, F is not one of the listing, so once I do that, it'll say invalid choice, bye. So that's how the case script works. I want you to try it out. Pick different commands that you want to run. Pick different text message that you want to associate with those commands and try to run it. Let's say if you run it, pick A for what is your name, and it should type who for it, and it will give you the login name and so on, and all the different commands that you have learned.